What is up everyone, Jay here with another Fire Emblem Heroes video, and today we're going to take a look at the next main series banner for Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War. And the first unit on the banner is CED, and it's Ascended CED to be exact. This is pretty cool. He's wearing Leaf's clothing. Sage of Wind. This is the first male Ascended hero since Joshua, and only the second male Ascended ever. So it's about dang time we got a male one, because most of them are girls. And he's a green infantry mage, just like his base version. So it's cool to see CED get an alt, and he's very, very powerful in his own right as an offensive nuke. So let's take a look at his weapon. He has an AoE ready to go here, and his weapon plays into that. So aired for CED, this gives him -1 cooldown, and also if he's alive, he grants attack speed +6 to him for 1 turn, and also further special cooldown count -1. So he essentially has -2 cooldown for free. At the start of combat, if he's alive, he grants attack speed +6 during combat, and it reduces damage from the foe's first attack by 30%, which is pretty standard these days. And then also deals damage equal to X percentage of unit speed when special triggers, X equaling the unit's max special cooldown count value times 10 plus 20. So I think we've seen this effect before, obviously with the X and the equation with true damage, basing off your special cooldown count value, but I don't think it's ever been this high, because if you look at it, right? If I'm doing the math correctly, Blazing Wind, which is a 4 cooldown, so that's going to be 4 your max special cooldown count value, which is 4 times 10, which is 40, plus 20, which is 60. So that means he gets 60% true damage based off his speed, which is pretty crazy because he's going to be fast, obviously. He's got the modern stats. He's got attack speed ideal. He has further attack speed in his weapon. So yeah, this speed-based true damage, like we've seen speed-based true damage before, but I don't think we've ever seen it this high, at least not lately. So yeah, this weapon, even though it might seem simple, like the true damage is going to hit really hard, especially with Blazing Wind hitting even harder with AoE. So CED is no joke when it comes to offenses, and having that amazing true damage comes with attack speed ideal, special spiral 4, which is going to help pierce through damage reduction and also loop his special. And then he comes with infantry pulse 4, so we're getting tier 4 infantry pulse skills, which is pretty cool. So this skill compared to the infantry pulse 3, the main difference I'd say is that now you can also give cooldown count to yourself. So besides just doing it for your allies, you also give it to yourself, which is cool. And it doesn't require an HP check. And then also start of turn, if any infantry ally special cooldown count is at maximum value and that ally's max HP is less than whoever's using it, you grant special cooldown count -1 to that ally, and also stacks with other skills like Asker, I suppose, with his what is it called? His open domain and other infantry pulse skills. So that's pretty cool, and this is a nice upgrade from the 3 version. So yeah, CED is no joke for sure. That true damage is really impressive, honestly. 60% based off in speed, and he's going to have at least like 45 to 47 base speed, I assume. So yeah, CED is going to hit really, really hard, and definitely don't sleep on him. And he's definitely going to be one of the stronger offensive green mages. So that is Ascended CED coming in strong with Aired Force CED. So yeah, there he is, nuking this blue mage. So yeah. Next unit on the banner is going to be Febail. Well, people used to call him Febail, or a lot of people called him, I think, in the translations for Fire Emblem 4. But it's Febail this time, and Mercenary Wife? I don't know how to say that. Don't think I've ever seen that word before, but here is Febail as a blue bow infantry. And he's a solid blue bow, nothing insane, definitely not as good as CED, but he has a PRF weapon, and he's going to be obviously a 5-star locked unit. Aired U-Field gives a -1 cooldown. Effectiveness against flying foes. If unit initiated combat is within 2 space of an ally, grants +5 stats, and grants attack speed +X to unit, equaling to X percentage of foe's attack. So his true damage is based on the foe's attack. -8, minimum 0, maximum 10. Neutralizes effects that inflict, so basically no guard, and also reduces damage from the foe's first attack by 30%, and also has 7 HP healing. So solid weapon for sure, definitely not as insane as CED, obviously. He's going to have competition when it comes to bows for sure, but it's a nice weapon giving no guard. The only thing he's missing is no follow-up, but that's fine because he comes with physical no follow-up and speed res Hexblade, which is, it's good. It's not as good as attack speed Hexblade, definitely not as desirable, but you do get the adaptive damage with the Hexblade, and also speed res +7 if you're next to a magic ally, and he comes with Luna as his special. So yeah, Febail here is a decent unit for sure. Nice weapon and a nice blue bow, because we don't really have that many blue bow infantries, I don't think. Not too many of them. So there he is with Luna piercing the red flyer. And then the next unit on the banner is the character probably I'm most excited for personally, Aspiring Knight Fee. I don't really talk about her, but Fee was like one of my first, like when I was first getting to the Fire Emblem community on Twitter and stuff, one of my first mutuals had a Fee profile picture, and You know, they made me learn a lot about Fee, and I thought Fee was adorable, and she's a really funny kind of character. I mean, look at her smile; she's kind of meme-worthy. So here's Fee as a sword flyer, and she's going to be the demote of this banner, or one of the demotes. But yeah, she is a sword flyer, and I definitely want to plus 10 her eventually. So protection edge, which is the same thing as protection bow, which Etier had, which gives you guard effect +5 to your attack and defense if you're within 3 space of an ally. So solid weapon, decent weapon. Reposition, which is always nice for any kind of demote unit, because reposition can never have enough of that. Aerobatics 3 and drive speed 2. It's really cool to see aerobatics finally in the regular pool, because it's not really that easily accessible. It's on, I think, maybe on a few Grail units, but not really that accessible. It's not accessible as like Wings of Mercy 3, you know, Escape Route. So nice to see aerobatics, because this is a really good budget skill now, if you can get it, because this helps your mobility, especially for like dancers and stuff. You can just reach them without having them take damage, you know, so you don't have to get into the range of Wings of Mercy and stuff. So aerobatics comes in incredibly clutch. I know it's a seal, but you can run this in the B if the seal is taken, or if you want to run another seal. So that's cool to see aerobatics finally demoted. I hope it's at 4-star. Because we already have drive speed 2 at 4-star, so I'm hoping this is at 4-star. But it's either way, it's nice to see aerobatics finally in the pool, and that is Fee. And the last unit on the banner, which is Rearmed Plumeria, which we already knew from the data mine and of course the Tempest trial. She brings the first arcane blue tome and some crazy skills that I'm even more excited for than the blue tome. But here she is, Rapturous Dream. Her art's amazing. It's very Plumeria-esque. You know, this is the most Plumeria's look since like her base version, I think. But yeah, she's a blue mage flyer, and she's a really good support unit and brings some crazy skills. So her first skill obviously is the arcane blue tome, which we know about. This gives you -1 cooldown, +5 to all your stats, a guaranteed follow-up, and also 15% true damage of your attack, and also damage reduction from the foe's first attack by 30%. So solid blue tome. This is going to be nice for the slower blue tomes, but even the faster ones, even though the guaranteed follow-up might seem wasted on a faster one that has no follow-up. Let's say you're using a different skill, like a lull skill, you can still pass through follow-up negation, because if you're faster than them, you can still make a guaranteed follow-up. So this tome is solid. Definitely considering giving this to my Lind. And then she comes with her PRF assist, Cloying Dreams, so this gives them another action, of course, and then +5 to all her stats, charge and foe penalty doubler, which is going to synergize well with the debuffs that she gives to the nearest foes within 5 spaces, which is -5 to all their stats. So this is a direct upgrade from Sweet Dreams Plus, which I assume will be, you know, this will be something that regular Plumeria gets when she gets a remix eventually, because this is just better than Sweet Dreams. It gives you charge, full penalty doubler, which is amazing. Charge is going to let units just move across stuff and move forward faster in more spaces than usual, and then full penalty doubler is going to make you stronger as well. So this is a really good assist. When she cloys their dreams, I suppose, they can be very, very strong. So I like this assist. Comes with Still Water 4, which synergizes well with her C skill, Wings of Mercy 4, and then Defense Res Ploy 3, the skill that I'm most excited for personally as a competitive player and someone who tries to play Summer Duels. So this skill is the first direct counter to Legendary Robin in Grand Strategy, so that's amazing. Legendary Robin really makes the game unfun in my opinion, and you know, fighting him with all the unity stat stacking, there is no real direct counter, and we finally have something for that. So Defense Res Ploy 3 at the start of player phase or enemy phase, meaning this is not stopped by Elamines false start, because it does not stay at start of turn. It does not say at start of turn, so that's a huge thing as well. And if any foes are within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, and you have greater res +5 than the foe, so this range is really generous compared to ploy skills before, which only had the column range in 1 row, you know, 1 row or columns. So defense res ploy having the generous 3 rows or 3 columns was definitely needed for modern standards, because a lot of effects these days are like that, like Severance on Embla, so that's really good. And then it also inflicts defense res -7, ploy, and exposure on those foes through the next action. So this skill gives like 5 effects built in. 3 of them are, I guess, are negated within the 1 skill. So ploy neutralizes bonus doubler, treachery, and grand strategy at once. So 3 really strong effects that are all stopped by ploy. That's amazing. This is a huge glow up from the regular ploy skills. It's insane. Like, I would have been happy if it was just grand strategy that it stopped, but the fact that it stops I can't even talk. The fact that it stops bonus doubler, treachery, and grand strategy all at once is insane. Bonus doubler tanks and grand strategy, you know, raid boss tanks and Summer Duels, if you're familiar with those, they can get really, really obnoxious if you don't have like a low skill to stop bonus doubler. Treachery, not as much. You don't see it as much as the other effects, but still, it's really strong. So yeah, the fact that it stops these three is insane, and you can stop all the shenanigans and BS that Legendary Robin's trying to do, or Legendary Ellie would, Young Ellie would. So ploy skills are amazing, and I'm definitely tempted to get this skill as someone who tries to play competitively. I have to find someone to use it though, because you still have to have enough res to use it. In the case of Plumeria, it's going to be really easy because she has a lot of resistance. Even base Plumeria can use this really well. Like imagine Wings of Mercy 4 and Defense Res Ploy 3 on your Plumeria in the Aster season. That'd be amazing. So Plumeria also buffs herself. But yeah, I'm really excited for this Ploy skill. This is a huge, you know, solution to Robin, and he's really annoying. So Defense Res Ploy, definitely glad to see that skill. So that is Rearmed Plumeria. Really good kit with amazing fodder all around, and also brings a counter to one of the most annoying units in the game. So yeah, that is pretty much everybody on the banner. We'll get to the GHB in a moment. But this banner's solid. It's got some really unique choices, you know, with Ascended CED and Febail also being a male with a PRF. We don't really see that much, honestly. And there is the GHB unit, Arion, right there. He's a Lance Flyer, and he's not coming with a generic Lance. He does come with Gungnir, so he's, if you didn't know, he is the son of Dravant, so he's making justice for his father, who came in the game with Silver Lance, and at the time there was no arcane weapons yet at all. So it was kind of crazy that the fact his dad came with Silver Lance and not Gungnir, so he's bringing that Gungnir with him. His dad did get a good or fine, but yeah, hopefully Gungnir is a good free-to-play Lance. And the instant demote, which they didn't show in the trailer here, it was actually shown in the Meet the Heroes website, I believe, but it's Patty, a fan favorite from Fire Emblem 4. So interested to see what she'll be like. I don't know. I didn't check if she was a dagger or not, or what kind of. I don't know if they showed what kind of weapon she has, but either way, she is the demote. I don't think they said, but she's a thief, so I'm gonna assume it's a dagger. But yeah, so that is the instant demote. So there is, technically speaking, I mean, Arion, I guess technically isn't on it, but Arion with with Febail and CED, that's 3 males, and they all have PRFs, which is amazing. You don't see that very much in Fae banners, so that's cool. But yeah, that is the Fire Emblem 4 banner. Let me know what you guys think down below. I think it's pretty cool, even if Fire Emblem 4 is not my favorite game, but you know, people are really excited because Fire Emblem 4 is one of the most passionate fan bases, and of course, as of me making this video, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct in the morning. So people are like, is this a premonition? Is this a preface? Is this foreshadowing for the Fire Emblem 4 remake? We'll have to see. But either way, you know, you guys Fire Emblem 4 fans definitely won with this one. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Again, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Please stay safe out there. Peace out.